Hey everybody, I wanted to show you something that I think is really cool. And it's something that I think about an awful lot because I'm always wondering how to tell when a horse is going to kick. Not just for me, for my safety, but to watch for others and then to also watch how horses interact with each other. Because I had a question that came in the live stream the other day, and it was something along the lines of, do you get afraid when they run around and kick and stuff? And I don't. And one of the reasons is because I studied this type of stuff so much that I can sort of see it coming. So let's take a look really quickly here at Annie and Mr. Wild kind of doing a thing. So it's just the two of them. This is from a video not too long ago. You can see Annie sort of indicating she's going to kick, but it's not the important part. We're coming up on the important. Just wait just a second, right there. Now, it is really fast. Now, this footage is taken at 30 frames per second, which means that every frame or every picture there's 30 of them in 1 second. So what we can do inside of the editing software is go backwards and forwards frame by frame. Fascinating. If you've never done video editing, well, this is the thing. So I'm just going to go back 10 at a time to make this faster because it would take forever actually. And we're just going to go. We're going to count how many frames there are between when we think he figures out something's going to happen to how he reacts. And it's very quick. So here I'm just going to come forward. And for just a second, what we want to do is we want to watch his ears. If you watch his ears, see they're backwards right now. He's kind of telling her what to do. She's kind of come along because she likes to roll in another horse's rolling spot. So she's kind of come over. She's very interested in the ground. She's taking a look. And we can see what she's doing, but watch his ears. So we're going to go forward just a second here, and her head comes up. His ears start coming forward, forward, forward. They're all the way forward here. Okay, so the moment he realizes that something is up is 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 frames back, right? Very little time. These ears come like lightning. So let's go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's in a full understanding that something is about to happen. Obviously, Annie's coming up. She's looking very tucked in underneath. Her front end is just starting to come up. Her front left foot is up. What are we on? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27. So 27 frames, which is less than a second, is the amount of time that it took him to be thinking. So right there, you see, just as his ears start to shuffle forward just a little bit, because her head starts to come up. So what we can get from this, I feel that what we can get from this is, what is the other horse doing? Usually when horses have their head down, they're usually pretty calm. Some people get really worried. I actually had an interesting comment on my Gracie training video, was that somebody was worried because she had her head down a lot. I actually really like that. I understand that in some cases it means a horse might buck, but there's a whole bunch of other signs that can sort of lead to that. We actually want a horse to have their head low and quiet, not thinking about too much. And for her to kick out, she has to get her head up, and she gets that up. So right there, as we as humans should be going, uh-oh, we've got some trouble. She's come to a complete stop. You can see her back left foot has sort of kicked up some sand because she's come to a full stop. The other foot plants, and she's all underneath her. Her back end is underneath herself. She pushes up on her fronts. Up she goes to where she's airborne, this is just a really cool frame altogether. I mean, a lot of times I'll take screenshots of these and post them and be like, check out this moment in time, 1/30th of a second. And then she kicks out. And what it really also means is that Annie can kick in half a second. She can get off the ground, get back down on the ground. So she's on the ground. So let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17. Just barely over half a second. Fascinating stuff to me. I hope that's fascinating to you guys. I love this. I love that he's so far out of the way. You can see his eyeball looking down like, yeah, are those going to hit me? She chucks a bit of sand at him. He's like, whatever, man. He goes away. He says, here, I'm going to react as well, and kind of cruise forward, and he moves on. And he's whipping his tail, and he comes forward, and we can see him. And they kind of get along, and he's like, well, whatever. So horses are fascinating. Hope they're fascinating to you guys. Hope this has been a little bit interesting. And I will see you in the next one where we discover some other new thing that horses do within a second. Sub-second actions, we should call this series. I don't know. Anyhow, that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.